Welcome back to the GoTyGo channel. We just wrapped up an easy 4 miles. Felt great. These afternoon runs, though, my heart rate is still just getting a little higher than I would like. And I still contribute that to, I think, some of the caffeine, especially on a Friday, just trying to truck through the end of the week. But here we are, got it in, got it done. And I think I'd mentioned yesterday, I've been kind of working through a little bit of soreness in the left foot. Today feels amazing. I've been doing a lot of recovery work. And so I actually wanted to show you what some of that recovery work looks like, because it's really paying off. And it's, I have to stay on top of it. I have to be ahead of it, because as soon as you get behind, it can be tough to catch up. I've been super busy, but I typically have a rule of thumb that for every minute of running that I did or was doing, I was trying to do a minute of recovery work for any part of my body. When I was dealing with a nag, I would try to 2x that. So if I was running for half an hour, then I was trying to do an hour of work in the evenings. And sometimes this is in my own head meditating. Sometimes it's in front of the TV. Right now the NBA finals are on, so I've enjoyed watching those games. But let me show you what that looks like. And so today we're specifically talking about the lower leg. And so with the lower leg issues a lot of runners are going to run into are going to be shin splint kind of stuff, ankle problems, issues with their feet. And I feel like this exercise that I'm going to show you, because I'm only going to show you kind of one general exercise or activity that I do, really helps with like all of that from the knee down is just huge. And the example I'm going to give here is my forearm. So you can see as I start moving my fingers here, how much these muscles are working. And that same thing is going to be happening for our lower legs. So I have my foam roller, and as I'm doing my foam rolling, I'll just use this kind of as a brace to lean back on, and I'm going to kick this foot up. And before I even do that, I'm going to show you that again, you can see some flexion extension, and we're working this anterior tibialis muscle. I'm not great with anatomy. I should be a lot better. I do know this muscle, I hope. But then we're also going to talk about lateral, which is going to be away from the middle of the body, versus medial. So I'm going to work the lateral side of the shin along this muscle, and I'm just using my fingers. I love self-massage. I love my foam roller. I love the stick, but self-massage goes a long way. And so as I'm getting in this muscle, and I'm just holding on to it with my fingertips, going up and down, I'll just get some good rotation with my foot, as well as some flexion and extension. And this is money, breaking up all this tissue that just wants to get casted together. Really encouraging good blood flow to help with that recovery is key. So now I'm doing this with my toe socks on. I'm a huge believer, but that's for another day. But I kept my socks on just so I don't gross anyone out in case you have a problem with feet. But it does make it a little bit tougher. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to slide my fingers in between my toes, and I call this gloving my foot. So I have my foot gloved here, and as I'm leaning back on my foam roller, I can work on my hip. That same leg, I'm working my hip. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down again on that lateral part of my anterior tibialis, and I'm grabbing it while I do that same rotation as well as extension and flexion. And this is just money. I do this every time I'm putting my shoes on, just a good amount of work here. And at the same time, I'll sneak under here with my thumb, and I'm gonna work the bottom of my foot and get some good self-massage on my foot. And this is just an awesome pastime activity. Again, I'm in front of the TV, I'm listening to a podcast, maybe I'm just self-meditating before bed, but this has gone and has been a game changer for me. So I'm gonna be camped out here for a while. We got the NBA finals on tonight, so I'm super excited. Let's go Miami. But guys, thanks for checking it out. I hope this pays out for you. Give it a try. It takes a little bit of time to be able to get your fingers in between your toes, especially if you haven't done this work before. So even just starting there, if you're not able to get your fingers in between your toes, you can still just grab your foot and do that same type of rotation, that same extension and flexion. And I hope it works for you. Let me know in the comments below. Take care.